Orpheus was one of the greatest poets and musicians of Greece, gifted with a magical lyre by Apollo, the god of music and poetry. When Orpheus played his lyre, wild animals ceased their aggression and approached him in harmony, while trees swayed as if drawn to his enchanting melodies. His music captivated gods and mortals alike, for it carried emotions so profound that they transcended mere sound. When Orpheus met Eurydice, a woman of extraordinary beauty with a pure soul, he fell deeply in love at first sight, and she reciprocated his feelings. Their love was pure and boundless, as if their hearts beat to the same rhythm, bound by an unseen melody only they could hear. They married and lived in bliss, becoming a symbol of true love admired across Greece. But their happiness was short-lived, as is often the case in Greek myths. One day, while Eurydice wandered through the forest, she encountered a shepherd named Eurystheus, who tried to pursue her. Frightened, she ran, only to step on a hidden snake in the grass. The serpent's venom quickly coursed through her veins, and her final cry echoed with sorrow as she succumbed to the venom, longing to see Orpheus one last time. When Orpheus learned of Eurydice's death, he was shattered, his heart breaking into 1,000 pieces. Life without Eurydice felt like an endless void, and his lyre now sang only of grief and despair. Overwhelmed with sorrow, Orpheus resolved to do the unthinkable, journey to the Underworld, the realm of the dead ruled by Hades and Persephone, to bring his beloved back to the living. Upon reaching the gates of the Underworld, Orpheus encountered Charon, the ferryman of the river Styx, who carried the souls of the dead. Orpheus began to play his lyre, pouring his sorrow into every note. His music was so hauntingly beautiful that even Charon, rarely moved by compassion, allowed him to cross the river. As Orpheus ventured deeper into the Underworld, his melodies touched every soul and creature in the dark realm. Restless spirits paused, stirred by emotions they hadn't felt in ages. Even the fearsome guards of Hades' domain stood transfixed, clearing his path. At last, Orpheus reached the throne of Hades and Persephone. Standing before them, Orpheus played a melody unlike any other, a song of love, loss, and longing. The music silenced the hall, filling it with profound sorrow. Hades, the unyielding ruler of death, was moved, his hardened heart softened by the raw power of Orpheus's love. Moved by his courage and grief, Hades agreed to let Eurydice return to the living, but under one condition: Orpheus must not look back at her until they both had left the Underworld. If he did, she would remain there forever. Grateful beyond words, Orpheus agreed. Eurydice followed him silently, her footsteps soft as whispers. Though he couldn't see her, Orpheus felt her presence and longed to turn around. As they neared the exit, doubt and fear crept into his heart. What if Hades had deceived him? What if Eurydice wasn't truly behind him? Just steps from the mortal world, overcome by his yearning, Orpheus turned to look back. In that fleeting moment, he saw Eurydice, radiant and serene, her eyes filled with love and a silent farewell. She extended her hand toward him, but her form began to fade, dissolving into mist. Orpheus reached for her, but it was too late. She disappeared into the shadows, pulled back into the Underworld forever. Heartbroken and defeated, Orpheus returned to the mortal world, now a shell of his former self. His music became a mournful echo, a haunting melody that spoke of love lost and a light extinguished in darkness. For the rest of his days, Orpheus wandered the lands, consumed by grief. Eventually, he encountered the Maenads, women enraged by his detachment from the world. They destroyed his lyre and tore him apart, silencing him forever. Thus ended the tale of Orpheus, the lover who dared to defy death for love but was defeated by fate. Yet his story lives on, whispered in the winds and carried in the melodies of his eternal song, a testament to the power and tragedy of love. Dear viewers, please engage with us by leaving objective feedback in the comments and suggesting topics you'd like to learn more about. And, of course, show your support by subscribing to the channel. Have an amazing day.